Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Shelby and I am a serial side hustler. So that is basically what this channel is going to be about. And it's a small channel right now, but if you stick with me, I'm going to keep posting videos and tell you about my life. Last year, really in 2023, I set a goal of making $20,000 in 1 year from just side hustle money. And I will tell you at the end of this little clip how much I actually end up making. But I wanted to share the series that I had basically on TikTok to document that whole series and how much money I made and what I spent on like to make more money. Like at one point I got a storage unit at auction and then I had to rent a truck for that. So I like included and broke down all those numbers and everything so that people could see just what it took to actually make this amount of money. And I also bought an Amazon pallet at one point. I make money from Amazon influencers, so I have all those earnings in there as well, which more videos coming on that because Amazon influencer is great and I think it might change my life. So I wanted to share this journey here just so that other people can do the same thing. And I really started this with maybe like $100 that actually came from like the actual original like furniture purchase that I made. It might have been less than that. It might have been like $50 because I bought like two dressers and a nightstand. I don't even remember, but I think it's in the first video. But basically, I went through each video. I didn't cut out the beginning because it's a little bit repetitive, so sorry about that as you're watching them like all in a row. But I did it over a year, so I did it from November 1st to November 1st of 2023 to November 1st of 2024, and I just tried to make as much money as I could doing side hustles. And I will tell you now that I ended up making a little over $10,000, and I technically made more than that, but that subtracted all my expenses and things like that along the way. So each of these videos has a little intro that is going to sound repetitive, but it does mention what day that I'm on. I didn't record every single day since I didn't make money every single day, but you'll see like this is day 10 of this challenge, this is day 32, this is day 67. Like I went through and just kind of when it made sense that I had a couple things to talk about, I made a YouTube video. So I did a lot of different things, and I hope that you enjoy watching this little series that I had on TikTok. And I am really proud of myself, and I'm not sure how much I'll make this year. I'm not doing an official challenge, but maybe I'll do some YouTube videos to just talk about like side hustles in general. But I hope you enjoy the rest of this video and the series that I made on TikTok last year. Hey, it's me again. I started editing this video and the first two videos for some reason are like weird and the sound is very weird and I am not a good editor, so adjust the volume on your however you're listening now before you get to these first two clips. The sound is horrible and I apologize in advance, but I promise that all the rest of the clips after these first two are not bad. They have normal volume and normal sound and it's not crazy, so please stick with it. But I didn't want to redo those videos. I just wanted to show you authentically like how they were from the beginning. So, sorry. So I'm starting a new side hustle challenge for myself to try to see how much money I can make from November 1st, 2023 to November 1st, 2024. And honestly, I haven't done a whole lot yet. It's November 3rd. But I sold a dresser today that I paid $15 for, and I sold it for $300. So that puts me like almost on track, I think. So I'll put a thing here of what I've made minus expenses and how much I should have, so that I can keep myself accountable and keep track of how much money I've actually made. And I am doing this so that I can hopefully buy another house with a yard for my dog, and I can rent out my condo, and I have some things that need to be done in the condo before then, like replacing the HVAC unit. So I need money to that. So that is the reason for this challenge. So follow along as I do furniture flipping and Instacart and maybe Rover to try to make some extra money. Hi everyone, this is an update on my side hustle mission to $20,000 in side hustle money. So in the past few days, I got paid for a job that I was day of coordinator for a wedding, so that made me $250. And then I made an eBay sale for a lot of clothing that I've already made the money on, so it's basically just free money. So I got $9.09 from that. And then I also signed up for a data annotation site, and I did 2 trainings, and I got $29.96. So that brings my current total to $574.05. So I'm doing pretty well. I'm already almost like at the halfway point for the month, and I've been working on posting some more stuff on Marketplace and things like that I've accumulated, and I'm setting up for a Whatnot auction, so stay tuned for that. Alright, this is an update on my journey to $20,000 in 1 year. We're only about 10 days in, and so far I've made $620.25. Since my last video update, I sold a piece of wood for $30, which was like a live edge, like piece of a tree trunk, and I got that for $1 with a bunch of other wood like a while ago, from an estate auction. I think that was CT Bids. And I also did my first Instacart order in 3 years. So I got $16.19 from that. I don't really think it was worth it, but it is like easy-ish money. I just wish it was like more. So I don't know, it depends on how desperate I get. I might keep doing Instacart, I might not. I also missed like a bunch of things while I was doing it because I didn't take a picture of the receipt. I left the receipt in the bag, which you're not supposed to do, and I got an email from Instacart the next day that was like, it's really important for you to leave or to take a picture of the receipt, and I was like, oh, well, whatever. So, yeah, and I think I've been learning more about Amazon's influencer program, and this guy said that not that you necessarily need the followers, but like you need to like be posting a lot, and he suggested 3 to 5 times a day. So if I decide to like be on my influencer era, then prepare to be sick of me. Prepare to be sick of me because I'm gonna be posting on here all the time. So we'll see. Have a good one. Alright, so I wanted to update everyone on my 1 year to $20,000 challenge for myself, only using side hustle money. So I got an additional $205.66 from another wedding that I worked just before I started this challenge, so I'm counting it because I just got the check for it. So now my total is up to $825.90, so I'm right on track for it being November. Today's November 14th, so we're about halfway through the month, and the goal for the month I think is $1,600. So yeah, so we're about halfway. I've been working on, I just posted my first YouTube video yesterday, which took me literally like 3 hours, not counting like the time it took to upload because I pay for the cheapest internet here, and I think that's why it took so long. So that, and then I need to schedule all the things for my Whatnot auction, and I want to redo one of the dressers I have, one of the remaining dressers, and I have another piece of furniture that I could work on, so I'm working on just figuring out what else I can do that I already own because I'm doing No Spend November. So after November ends, I'll be able to like buy more things with the money that I've made to make more money, like pallets, maybe a storage unit, things like that. So that's the update. So an update on my journey to $20,000 in 1 year from only side hustle money is going all right. I'm still at $825.90, I believe. I haven't made any more money, but I did get my Whatnot auction completely set up, so I'll have that on Sunday the 19th of November at noon. And I'm trying to like, well, trying is a strong word, but I have plans to redo one of those mid-century dressers that I have, because it's not selling as is. It has like some like nicks and like some damage to it. No structural damage, but just like cosmetic stuff. So I think I'm gonna sand it, Bondo it, and paint some of it, and then leave the legs bare wood because they're still in good condition. So I should be able to sell that for more money once it's all like done. It's just a matter of me actually finishing it. So that's my current plan. I think because I'm doing No Spend November, so it's hard to like buy stuff to sell because I'm doing no spend. So I think in December I'm gonna go to my liquidation warehouse that is in Pennsylvania that's near me and see if I can get a return pallet, because I should be able to flip that pretty quickly, so that'll start December off pretty well. All right, so I have an update on my journey to 20K from Side Hustle Money in 1 year that started on November 1st of 2023. So my previous total was $825.90. I'm going to go ahead and subtract the data entry because I don't think I'm going to get approved for it. It's been like 3 weeks maybe since I did those first tests, and I think I am gonna have to like just keep applying, and I'm not willing to do that. So I'm subtracting $29.96 for that, and then tonight I did 3 Instacart orders. It took me about 2 hours, and I got $42.87. So my new total is $838.81 since November 1st, and today is November 22nd. Happy Thanksgiving. Right, this is an update on my journey to $20,000 in 1 year. This is, I don't know what day it is. Today's like the 26th, I think, or 27th. I don't know. So I have not made a whole lot more since my last video. I sold a sweatshirt on eBay that was from that original lot, so it's basically already paid for. So I sold that for $20, and I got $18.79, which makes the new total $857.60. And I posted, I've like fixed some issues with that one dresser that I have, and I posted it for $400. I'm hoping to get 3. That would be great. I only paid $15 for it, so either way, it's great. And so I'm planning on doing that. Once I sell that dresser, I'm gonna go buy a mail, either undelivered mail packages, or maybe an Amazon pallet. I'm still deciding, but I decided once I sell that dresser will be when I like go and get a new pallet of fun stuff. And then I'm gonna go through my stuff that I own that's new or close to new that I don't use. Like I know my dog has a Carhartt jacket that I've only put on him one time, so I'm gonna sell that. And I'm going to sell, I think I have some Carhartt leggings that I don't want, and I have some like IKEA cabinet hinges that I didn't end up using. So I'm gonna try to list some of that stuff, because I'm gonna count that stuff towards the thing, even though I did pay for it at one point, but because I bought it without the intention of reselling it. So really, I've just been like using it. It's just sitting in a drawer anyway. So it's kind of like if I sold it at a flea market, I'm just gonna count that as like profit, because I bought them so long ago. So that's my plan. Trying to stick it out, even though not a lot of money is coming in right now. So we'll see how it goes. All right, this is an update on my journey to 20K in 1 year. I started on November 1st, and today is December 7th. Maybe. My previous total was $857.60. This past weekend, I purchased a dresser and a nightstand for $85 total, and I listed them for like, the 2 of them I listed together with the mirror from the dresser. I listed for, let's see, $1,100 plus $200 plus another $100. So that's a lot. And if I get what I'm asking for all those pieces, and then I think I'm going back to that same estate sale this weekend to buy things. So I went ahead and attracted that 85. So that brings the total to $772.60. And then I sold a sweatshirt on eBay for $5. My take home was $5.44. So my updated total is $778.04. Not great. Slowed down a little bit, but hoping things pick up very soon. Hi, so here is another update on my journey to 20K. Today is December 12th, and I started on November 1st, so however many days that is, add that up. My previous total was $778.04, and since then I have sold this like kitchen island that I bought. I've been using it for like 2 years, but I replaced it with real kitchen cabinets. So I'm counting that because I wasn't originally planning on selling it. So I sold that for $50, and well, I mean, I'm not counting that as like an expense. I'm just counting it as income. And I sold one of the mid-century modern nightstands I had for $40, and I paid $5, so I added $35 for that. So now I'm back up to $863.04. And yesterday I posted a couple of the hinges that I'm not going to end up using for my cabinets, and I posted my dog's Carhartt vest that he never wears. So that stuff totaled probably like $100 if I can sell all of that stuff. I posted all on eBay. I might post the Carhartt jacket on Facebook Marketplace as well, because I think that might be easy to sell on Facebook. But other than that, I also made a post in a Facebook group in my county that is Harford County Happenings, and I posted about being a day of coordinator if anyone needs one, and then I'm trying to like fill my calendar for 2024. So if I get those, that would be really nice because I'm hoping to charge between like 500 and 1,000 for it to be a day of coordinator. So if I could get some of those booked, that would really boost my earnings. Right now, I don't really know what the plan is besides that. So let's get this 20K. How? Don't know. Alright, this is an update on my journey to $20,000 in 1 year. I started on November 1st, 2023, and today is December 15th of that same year. So let's see, my last total was $863.04, and since then, the only thing that I've gotten is I booked my first event planning gig on my own. I'll be planning a quinceañera party, so I booked that, and I asked her for the 50% of the deposit, 50% of the total cost by January 31st, and she asked me if she could pay now, so she did. So I got $157.50. So that puts my grand total over $1,000 at $1,020.54 in about a month and a half. So I'm definitely behind because that should have been how much I made like 15 days ago. But because each month I think is like $1,600, about $55 a day. So I definitely haven't been hitting that, but I also just booked a gig for January 6th doing a editorial shoot for an event planner that I work for sometimes. And so that should be fun. And I think that's the only thing I have coming up. But still working on it. Still trying to come up with other ideas that I can do to try to make money on the side. Happy New Year's Eve. My plan of winning the lottery did not work out, so I'm continuing on my journey to $20,000 in 366 days. This is day 60. I started on November 1st. My previous total was $1,020.54, and since then I've sold a pair of Carhartt pants, which falls under the principle of I didn't plan on selling them when I bought them, so I'm not counting like how much I paid for them. So I've got $25.58 for that, and then I sold my dog's Carhartt vest, which falls on the same principle, and so that was $17.44 after the eBay fees. And then my quinceanera client paid me for the second half just so she didn't have to worry about it. So I got that income of $157.50. And then I also did a wedding tour for one of the venues that I work for, and I got $46.17. And then that brought my total to $1,267.23. Then I did have to get event insurance. I got it through hiscox.com, and I purchased event insurance from them. I'm doing it quarterly because I can cancel it whenever I want, and I had to pay $87.50. It'll be $350 for the year total, but that's all I had to pay for now, and that brought my total down to $1,179.73. I've been kind of lazy lately, but I'm hoping that I'm setting myself up to make a little bit more money in the future. Like recently, I applied for a few more consistent like side jobs. So one is a wedding coordinator for another wedding planner. I had a like full interview thing with her, and she seems awesome, and I really think she's gonna hire me. So that would give me about 3 weddings a month. And then I also am planning on applying this week to be a trivia host. And then I also applied to be a person that does alcohol tastings, and that would pay me like per hour, not by commission. And then I also applied for 2 sites that do focus groups, and those, I don't know if I'll end up getting any money from them. I'm going to try to be consistent, but you have to like apply for the studies as they come up, and they put new ones every day, but I'm just not really sure if like I'm going to stay consistent enough to see money come from that. So yeah, sorry that was a lot of talking, but I wanted to give an update before the year. Definitely behind, but I'm not really worried about it. This is kind of just a fun thing to see how much money I can make because I'm trying to buy a house in like 2.5 to 3 years. So, Happy New Year. Hello, my name is Shelby. If you're new here, I am on a journey to get to $20,000 from side hustle money from November 1st, 2023 to November 1st, 2024. This is day 98 update. Sorry, I'm not really good with updates. But I have a bunch of things. So I have sold that end table and mirror that was part of that mid-century set, and I got $275 for those. I still have the dresser and that other dresser that I haven't sold yet. I sold a set of hinges for $11.25, and then I sold, I just realized I think I sent the guy, anyway, $11.25 from a set of hinges, and then I sold a sweatsuit for $14.95 on eBay, but then I mess up and I forgot to send in the pants. So then I messed up the shipping on that, so I had to pay like an additional $7.98 for shipping, so I subtracted that. Then I sold my old toaster oven, which was $40, and then I sold that mug that I shared in that last thrifting haul, and I sold that for I got $26.68. And then I'm realizing that this guy, I think, bought 2 packs of my hinges, and I only sent him 1, so now I'm gonna have to like subtract some shipping for that. So that sucks. But his hinges were $18.11. So now my total is $1,557.74 for day 98. So really I should be a lot higher than that because we're like a few months in, and I think it comes out to around $1,600 a month. But it's been slow for furniture flipping right now, and I'm working weddings as a side hustle. Is about to pick up a little bit more, so we will see, but that's where I am right now. Hi everyone, I have an update on my journey to $20,000 in only side hustle money in 366 days. I started on November 1st. Today is day 104, and that last eBay item that I said last time I did mess up on, so I had to send him a new item, so I had to pay for shipping again. So I subtracted $7.49 from the last total, and then I also worked my first wedding of the year, woohoo, with this new company that supposedly is going to give me 3 weddings a month, and I got $275 from that, and so I've totaled now at $1,825.25. So really I should be closer to like 30% because we're like almost at the 30% mark of 365 days. But I'm closer to like 10%, not even 10%. So, but we're just going to keep going. I'm supposed to be working more weddings. I got into the Amazon Influencer on-site commission program. So once I really start giving more effort into that, I should be able to start stacking up some cash. So this is a day 125 update on my journey to $20,000 in side hustle money in 366 days. We just passed leap year. It's March. I have only made $50 since our last since my last video. I had an accidental like dog sitting. I had to help my neighbor's mom with her cat. So I guess cat sitting, not dog sitting. So she paid me $50. So now my total is up to $1,875.25. I should be picking out my weddings for like most of the rest of the year soon. So that will be some guaranteed money. And I'm in that Amazon influencer program, but I'm really been procrastinating on uploading videos. I did look yesterday and I made like $15-ish, but I don't want to update my total yet with that, because I think I'm going to do that when it actually deposits into my bank account. But yeah, so hopefully if I keep uploading those videos, keep getting, that will just like compound over time. So hopefully that will be successful. So we'll see. Hello everyone, today is my day 154 update on my journey to $20,000 from November 1st to November 1st of 2024. So my previous total was $1,875.85, and since then I haven't done a whole lot. I got 2 things. One is kind of like random, but I'm counting it, is that my aunt, when we were little, she got me, my brother, like all of our cousins, stock in McDonald's, and McDonald's doesn't like that we only have 1 stock, so they sent me an offer to pay me like $300 to buy out my stock. So I did that, so I got $280 from that, and then I also got a new credit card in February, and it had an intro offer of spending a certain amount in the first 3 months, and you get $200. So I got the $200 from that. So my new total is $2,300.25. I've also decided that these 2 dressers I still haven't sold, so I'm going to repaint those. And one hasn't been painted yet, but I'll paint that one and relist it and repaint the other one to like a better color to try to get rid of those, because that's probably like $1,000 worth of dresser just sitting in my living room. And then I booked about, I think like between 10 and 15 weddings for this year through like various companies. So those will be like starting to pick up soon. And then I'll make a separate video about Amazon Influencer because I haven't gotten cashed out on that yet, so I won't put that in this video. But keep up to date if you're interested in my Amazon Influencer journey. I've made almost $3,000 since November. It's now April in my $20,000 challenge. I'm trying to make $20,000 from November 1st to November 1st of 2024. So my previous total was $2,300.25. Since then, I actually got a storage unit auction. Woohoo! I paid a total of $48.40. The actual storage unit was $38.40, and then I paid $10 to the auction site. And then I had to get a U-Haul just for one day, so that was $33.78. So I subtracted those from the total. Then I've already sold two things, well, technically three things from that. So I sold a set of patio chairs that I'll put right here. Those I sold for $100, which that right there paid for the unit and the U-Haul. And then I also sold this Papasan chair, also put right here, and I sold that for $50. So I'm already making profit on that, and I have a lot of stuff left to go through. Most of it I'll probably try to sell at my flea market at the end of May. And then I also worked a wedding this weekend that I got paid $175 for. And then I also got tipped on the quinceanera that I planned on my own. So that added another $150. So my total is $2,693.07, which should be higher, but honestly, that's a lot of money that I've made since November. It's now April. I'm pretty happy with it. So it's about $400 a month. Trying to make about $1,600 a month. So, but I have some other things coming down the pipeline, so we will see. But that is the update for today. Hi everyone, this is how much I made in side hustle money since my last update. I'm doing a challenge to try to make $20,000 in 1 year. I started on November 1st of 2023. I actually forgot to look at what number day this is. My last update was day 195, so it's like day 200 something, out of 365. So my previous total was $3,007.47. Since then, I got my first Amazon influencer paycheck today, which is from my February and March earnings, because it takes 60 days for it to deposit into your account after the end of that month's earnings. So I got $120 from that. Holla. And then I also had a flea market through my job, and I sold basically storage unit crap from that last storage unit that I did. So I made $90 from that, which wasn't great, but for an event that I had to be there all day anyway to work my job, I worked a booth and sold $90 worth of stuff. So now my new total is $3,217.49, which is pretty good. Also, I just got a new part-time job doing virtual assisting, so I'll be able to do it working from home, which is amazing, and on the weekends and things like that. So I'm working under a virtual assistant. So I think I'll get like 20 hours a month, which based on what she's paying me, I think will be about $250, which is basically a wedding. So it's like a wedding I don't have to do, and I can do everything from home. So we will see. Let's continue on this challenge, making side hustle money. So this is an update on how much I've made in side hustle money since my last update. Oh my gosh, I forgot to look at what day today is. It's like 215, something like that. Out of 365, I'm trying to make $20,000 in side hustle money in 1 year. I started on November 1st. So my last total was $3,217.49. Since then, I worked a wedding this past weekend on June 1st. Which was great. It was an African wedding. And then I got $280 from that. And then I also got payment from my other wedding planner that I work under. She pays me at the end of each month. So this is for 2 weddings plus the travel time. So I got $483 from that. So that brings my total to $3,980.49. So that is pretty good. Let's see, I've made like $4,000 since November, and I'm pretty happy with that. We're gonna keep seeing some higher Amazon Amazon influencer paychecks coming up starting at the end of June. I'll get like a $450 check from that. So we will continue uploading videos. I'm trying to figure out my next Amazon influencer strategy to keep making money on that. But I also don't have any weddings until like August. So we will see. So stay tuned for the rest of my side hustle journey. Hello, this is how much I made in side hustle money since my last update. This is day 218. I'm trying to make $20,000 in 365 days. So day 218, I have one update that I wanted to just go ahead and do. I sold my Jeep. So I have, until recently, 4 vehicles. And then I sold my Jeep. I have another motorcycle for sale. So I sold my Jeep for $1,200. So that adds to my previous total of about $3,900. So now we're at $5,180.49. So let's go, as they say. And yeah, I don't think I'll have another update until like the end of June, because I have one corporate event that I'm working for, a wedding planner, and then I'll get my next bigger Amazon deposit from Amazon Influencer Program. But yeah, so a quarter of the way to my goal, and we're a little bit halfway through the challenge. So I think that's pretty good. Let's keep going. Hi, my name is Shelby, and this is how much I made in Side Hustle Money. A new update on my 365-day challenge to try to make $20,000 in that time frame. I started on November 1st, so we're at day 244 now. Our previous total was $5,180.49. Since then, I purchased 2 mattresses off Amazon just for the purpose of reviewing them, because they have high commissions, and I'm hoping to sell those mattresses for about maybe $75 less than what I paid for them, and then I'll only have to sell a couple to make back the commission. To make back the full amount. So I bought an 8-inch mattress for $189, and I bought a 12-inch mattress for $299. That one my parents are actually buying, so I already get the money for that. And then I also paid for an Amazon extension to figure out which mattresses I should buy. So that was $29, but I only paid for it for the 1 month. I already canceled it. So that also subtracted from that total. Then what I added is that I worked a corporate event for one of the wedding planners I work for, and I got $190 from that. I got my biggest Amazon paycheck so far for $453.86. Then I got 2 payments from my virtual assisting job, which I got $33.96. So my new total is $5,341.31. So follow along if you want to see what other monies I make in this side hustle. Maybe I'll go back to mattress flipping. I have a previous video about that, and it was horrible, so maybe this will be a little bit easier, but stick around. Hello, welcome back to my series of trying to save $20,000 in Side Hustle Money in 365 days. I started on November 1st. It is now day 257 of the 365-day challenge. My previous total was $5,341.31. This episode, I want to talk about some small expenses that I've had and things that, I'm not going to call them failures, but things that like might not work out. So one, I bought those mattresses that I thought I could just use to review on Amazon, and then I was going to basically sell them on Facebook Marketplace. One of them I have listed on Facebook Marketplace for about a week. I thought I'd be able to sell it really quickly. It hasn't sold, so I just lowered the price today to I think $80, so hopefully someone will come get that. If not, I'm just going to donate it at the end of the month. And then the other one I was selling to my parents, I'm not 100% sure if they're going to keep it, because I don't think they really like it, so I might have to post that one on Facebook. And then today I have been deciding that I'm going to paint these 2 dressers that I have that are from forever ago, and so I had to order some paint and some stencils for those. So I spent $73.19 on those. I already subtracted the mattresses in the last episode of this series, so now my current total is $5,268.12. This is a day 260 update on my side hustle journey to try to make $20,000 in 1 year. I started on January 1st. Now it's day 260. My previous total was $5,268.12. I have since, which was like literally 3 days ago, I made $200 from dog sitting, and then I got a payment from the virtual assisting company that I work for $8.96. So my new total is $5,477.08. I have a guy coming to pick up one of the mattresses on Saturday, so that will be nice. We'll post the other mattress that my parents did not end up buying this weekend, and then next week I'm doing a product testing thing. I think it's kind of like a focus group, but I'm getting paid $40 for it, so that's fun. And we'll see what else. I should get another Amazon deposit at like the end of this month. And so yeah, so we're gonna keep going, see how much money we can make until November 1st. Hello, my name is Shelby. I'm on a journey to make $20,000 with side hustle money from November 1st up until now. So we're on day 268, and my previous total was $5,477.08. So since then, I sold one of the mattresses that I bought to review on Amazon. So I got $80 for that. Isn't as much as I wanted, but whatever. And then I got $40 from a McCormick Spices study. I signed up and they paid me a $40 Amazon gift card. I'm gonna count it, and I can do that every 90 days or something. And then I also got paid from my previous job that hired me on to do events, so I got $313.66 from that. Then I also bought a pallet of return Amazon items to review and sell on eBay / at flea markets if they're not really worth that much. So I spent $652.51 on that pallet. I haven't gone through, I don't know exactly how many items it is. I think it's 50 or more, if I had to guess. So my new total is $5,258.23. So let's keep going. I want to talk about how much money I made in side hustles since November 1st of 2023. I'm trying to make $20,000 in side hustle money in 1 year. So this is day 278. My previous total was $5,258.23. Since then, I got $10.63 from the virtual assisting job that I have. That I think is going to slow down a little bit. Just for a little while. I'm not sure when that will pick back up again. And then I did get my second, I think my third Amazon on-site commission payment, which was $404.54. And then I got paid, I worked a wedding on Friday, so I got paid $150 for that. So my current total is $5,823.40. I'm going to start reviewing all those things from the palette. I have a YouTube video that I recorded. I need to edit for that to upload to YouTube. The palette did have 185 items, which is great because I only have to sell each item for $3.50 to actually get my money back on that palette. So, and most of the things are definitely worth more than $3.50. So I will be able to start listing those things and reviewing them on Amazon. So hopefully those earnings will bump up a little bit more. And I still have 2 pieces of furniture to work on that I'm trying to get rid of soon. So stay tuned. But yeah, so almost made $6,000. So stay tuned for the rest of my journey. So I wanted to talk about how much money I've made since my last update in Side Hustle Money. I am trying to make $20,000 in 1 year. I started on November 1st, and I forgot to look up what day it is, but I'll put it here. The last total was $5,823.40. Since then, I worked a wedding under one of the planners that I work for, and I made $280 from that. I worked an event, I think this is for one event, for my old job that hired me to do contract work. So I worked a artisan market for that, and I got $180.28. Then I sold some items, including some of the items from the Amazon palette, at a flea market yesterday, and I got $105 from that. So my new total is $6,388.68. So we're still not at $20,000, but $6,300 is pretty good since November, so I'm very happy with that. That's a little bit less than $1,000 a month since then, so I think that's pretty good. And I am still working. I'll get an Amazon check at the end of this month. Been doing really well with my Amazon this month, even though I won't get paid out that until 60 days from the end of this month. But everything's going great, and I'm still moving forward. If you have any side hustle questions, let me know. For the engagement, I would love it. But otherwise, have a great week, everyone. Hello, I want to talk about how much money I've made since November 1st in Side Hustle Money. So my previous total was $6,388.68. I forgot to say this. I'm trying to make $20,000 in 1 year. It's been 306 days since I started, and since my previous total I sold my one of my motorcycles for $500. I'm including that because I feel like it counts as kind of like a yard sale item, like if I just selling something that I have. And then I worked a wedding and I made $226 from that. Then I got my June Amazon influencer payment, which was $263.50. So my new total is $7,378.18, which I'm so excited about. And I'm hoping my real goal is $20,000, but I'm like, if I hit $10,000, like that would be really cool. Even having hit 7,300 is great. So stay tuned if you want to see how much money I can make before November 1st of this year. I want to talk about how much money I made in the last 313 days in Side Hustle Money. I'm trying to make $20,000 in 1 year. We're coming up on that 1 year mark. My previous total was $7,378.18. Since then, I worked, I think, one event for my previous job who hired me on as a contractor. So I made $171.43 from that. I also sold the second of the mattresses that I purchased to review on Amazon. So that mattress sold for $150, which is a little bit less than I was expecting. But then I had to order printer ink for my printer here at home so that I can print eBay labels. Hopefully. I haven't used my printer in a long time. I'm hoping that fixes it. Then I also I bought that for $38.47. Then I bought some paper on Amazon for $7.87, but I'm not deducting that because I was able to use my Amazon credit card points to pay for that paper. So with all that, my current total is $7,661.14. Hi, I want to talk about how much money I've made in Side Hustle Money since my last update. So I'm trying to make $20,000 in 1 year. I'm close to the $10,000 mark. So my previous video was $7,661.14. Since then, I started selling some things from the Amazon return palette. So I just did Facebook Marketplace stuff right now. So I sold a set of lamps for $50. Put them here. And then I sold a set of like solar walkway lights for $20. Also put them here. And then I worked a wedding and I got $230 for that. Then just before I record this video, I sold one of my kitchen faucets from the palette, and that was for $15. So my new total is $7,976.14. So I'm very close to $8,000. I'm hoping that I can get $10,000 before November 1st of this year. So we'll see. Hi everyone, I want to give an update on my side hustle challenge to try to make $20,000 in 1 year. I started on November 1st of 2023 and we are now at day 327. So I've sold some Facebook Marketplace stuff since my last video. My previous total was $7,976.14. So since then, some of these things are my personal things that I've just been selling because I'm tired of looking at them. And I think one thing is from the Amazon return palette. So from the Amazon return palette is a 3-tier lamp. I sold that for $55 Facebook Marketplace. I sold my old vacuum cleaner. It's about like 3 years old. I sold that on Facebook for $30. And then I sold this little IKEA end table that I had in my room. I sold that for $10. And then I sold a bookshelf in my living room that was in my living room for $30. So now my new total is $8,101.14. And I think that I'm going to hit 10,000. I think I'm going to hit it because I don't want to super do the math because I just don't, because I don't want to get like upset if it's not going to hit 10,000. But I still have 2 Amazon payments that I'll get, which will be close to $1,000. Then I have 7 more event days scheduled between weddings and side work. So I think that I'm going to hit it. And then if I can get my freaking printer to work, I can start selling stuff on eBay. So I think that I might hit $10,000, which is crazy in 1 year. That's crazy. But stay tuned. Hello everyone. I have made over $8,000 in the last 333 days. If you haven't been following along, I'm doing a challenge to try to make $20,000 in 1 year. We are on day 333. My previous total is $8,101.14. So since then, I sold 2 things on Facebook Marketplace that were just like items that I had in my house, so kind of like yard sale income. So I sold an end table for $10, and then I sold this cool live edge table that was behind my sofa for $50. That was like a hot mess. I might do a separate video on that. And then I worked 2 weddings. One of them I already got paid for, so I got $200 for that. The other one I haven't gotten the actual payment for it yet, but I did get a $100 tip from the dad of the bride, which was super nice. Never expect a tip, but it's always super nice when the family tips us. Then I got my September, August, I think August. No, my July Amazon influencer payment, because it's 60 days behind. July, August, September. Yeah, my July payment. So my July payment for Amazon influencer was $248.54. So my new total is $8,709.68. I think I am going to break 10,000 because I have some pending income, and I think that it's going to be enough to hit 10,000, which is crazy to make $10,000 in 1 year. I'm very impressed with myself. So stay tuned. I'm making all this money just side hustles, not counting any main income. So stay tuned if you want to see how much I can make in the next 30 days. Hello everyone, I have a new update for my journey to $20,000 in side hustle money. I've made over $8,000 so far. So this is, I forgot to look up what day it is. I'll put it right here. When in my 365-day challenge, and my previous total was $8,709.68. Since then, I've actually worked one wedding, but I haven't gotten paid for one of them. My check is in the mail for one of them. But the wedding I worked this past weekend, I got $175, plus I did like 4 visits of cat sitting, so I got $40 for that. So my new total is $8,924.68. So with that next check, I'm definitely gonna break 9,000, plus my Amazon influencer payment, plus I have a few more events that I'm working, and I'm trying to get my printer working so that I can sell some stuff on eBay before November 1st, because that's my deadline. So we will see, but stay tuned. Hello, I want to give an update on my side hustle challenge. So I'm trying to make $20,000 in 1 year. I started on November 1st of 2023. So far, I have made $8,924.68. So I have 2 things to add. One, I got paid for that one wedding payment that I was waiting for, $237.76. Then I also got an eBay sale, which was so random, which is from a storage unit that I got, I think, like a year and a half ago. And it's just this little stuffed animal that I've had. I'll put him here. He's from like a video game or something. And I sold him for $100, so I got $89.22 profit from that sale. So my new total is $9,251.66. So it's day 349, I think. So there's only 15 days left in this challenge. So, but I have some end of the month things coming in. So if you want to know more about my side hustles, just ask me questions. Anything, I'll go full influencer, answer your comments with a video. But yeah, so congrats to me, almost at $10,000. Let's get it. Hello, I have been doing a side hustle challenge to try to make $20,000 in 1 year, and we are on day 356, so there's a little less than 10 days left in this challenge. And I'll just say that I have hit 10,000. So, which is so crazy. I still can't believe that I've made $10,000 just in side hustles in 1 year. So I started November 1st. My previous total was $9,251.66. Since then, I worked a 2-day event that I got paid $663.60. That was a lot of hours, by the way. Then I sold 2 garden pole things. I'll put them here. They're from the Amazon pallet. I sold those for $20. Then I got paid from a corporate event that I worked last Thursday. So I got $195 from that. So now my total, still have 10 days left, but now my total is $10,130.26. So let me know if you have any questions about any of the side hustles I used to make this $10,000. But otherwise, I will have at least one other update. Depends how many things sell between now and then. But I have at least one other update because I know I have one payment coming in from Amazon. But yeah, so we've hit 10,000, which I'm super happy with. Not the 20,000, but still, that's still amazing. It has officially been 365 days since I started my challenge to try to make $20,000 in side hustle money in 1 year. I started on November 1st of 2023, and today is November 1st of 2024. So I've officially, well, first, my previous total was $10,130.26. Since then, I got paid for my Amazon influencer from August. It takes 60 days for that to pay out, so I got that this week. So my official total side hustle money in 1 year is $10,534.54. So made it just over 50% of my goal, but $10,000 is still great. I can't believe that I made that just in side hustles. I think I'll make a video of just like breaking down how much I made in like each category, like how much was from weddings and how much was from selling stuff and how much was from I don't even know what else. But I think I'll make a separate TikTok of that. So check my page for that if you're looking for it. Otherwise, let me know if you have any questions. Maybe I'll do another series next year. I haven't decided yet, but have a nice day.